say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. We've got LeBron James, and it's Varejao in at the 4. And for the Magic, we've got Dwight Howard, and it's Lee in at the 2. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
And so off the tip, it's the Magic. Here's Nelson. And he banks in the layup.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
James passes to Williams. Here's Varejao. James outside. He drops it from range.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Nelson passes to Howard. Pass to Lewis for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Varejao. Here's West. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Orlando with the rebound.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
James outside. Pass to Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Lee. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Howard. Here's Lewis. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. We approach the playoffs. Let's see how the East is looking. You look at the Magic, they're hoping to make some moves from the number 5 spot before the start of the playoffs. And check it out, Cleveland, 3 spots down.
And looking at Orlando, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Now here's Wallace. The 3, James. They grab their own miss.
Orlando foul. Dwight Howard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Cavaliers. Anderson Varejao. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. A lot of talented passers into the league this season. Let's take a look at the rookies with the best assist numbers. Orlando with the ball.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. 6 to shoot. Here's Lewis.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Williams finds James. Here's Varejao. Takes the 3. And LeBron James gets the 3. James has got 6.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
Pass to Turkoglu. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Gets the three to fall.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's West. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Nelson. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And Varejao pulls it down.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
James passes to Varejao. Back to James. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Give him 8 points now. Well, the Magic's shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Pass to Nelson. Here's Lee. Tries it from the top of the key. And Varejao pulls it down.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
West misses. Orlando with the ball. They trail by 1. Lewis. Orlando again missing.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Pass to Wallace. Now here is James. Orlando with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
There's the drive. Here's Nelson. Down low. Here's Lee. Three-pointer off the mark.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's James. What a terrific move that is. James has got 10 points.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Orlando with the ball. It's a three-point game. Lee, the pass to Lewis. Here's the three. Second chance shot. Howard. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Here's West. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Alston. Fires from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Varejao. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Lewis. Williams defending. They get it back. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's West. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And that one is stuffed right through.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
To the middle. And it's Howard finishing it off. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Here's West. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. From the top of the key, drained it for 2 points. Williams has got his second basket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Alston, the pass to Turkoglu. Here's Lee. Still without a bucket. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. 5th, Orlando.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
He misses the free throw, and Cleveland making a change here. And he sinks the second. And Cleveland has possession. Outside, Williams. Into the lane. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Petrus. Here's Lewis. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Ilgauskas. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Orlando foul. Dwight Howard. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Let's see who's the loudest.
Here's Alston. In his last outing, he had 11 points. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Turkoglu.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Gibson passes to Williams. Six on the shot clock. The rebound by Alston. And Orlando shooting about 43% since tip-off. He misses the go-ahead basket. Now here's Gibson. Still no points. Pass to Williams. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Petrus. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
First one falls for him. Orlando making a switch here. Covington's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. That one misses.
Yeah, and it's still early, but missing free throws is something to keep an eye on.
Oh, got a piece of it. Smith passes to Gibson. Out to James. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Smith passes to Ilgauskas. James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first.
Yeah, the experience and the knowledge is invaluable. LeBron gives all he has to these young guys deep in his career.
It's both from the stripe.
They're really not doing themselves any favors picking up this many fouls so early.
Orlando trails by 3. Here's Alston. He has 7. Shoots over Gibson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Alston's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Now James. He's got 14. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland again missing. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
Cleveland shooting around 53%, a nice number. Zerbiak, the pass to Smith. Inside. Oh, deflected. And for Cleveland, Smith out there with LeBron James. And it's Zerbiak in at the 2-guard spot. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And Cleveland has possession. Orlando making their last shot. James, that's good. James has got 16 points now. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Zerbiak. No points so far. Here's Ilgauskas. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Magic have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. They set the screen. Blocked! We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Back to Gibson. It's James on the wing. He's got 18.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Austin's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Pass to James. Shot from the wing. Good. And he's at 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Petrus. Here's Alston. Here's Turkoglu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's James. James with the focus.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Alston. He's got 13. To the inside. Gortat. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Gortat's got his first basket.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
James, right side. The bank shot, no good. The Magic have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. They set the pick. Here's Alston. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. Well, the Cavaliers shooting about 56% in this one. On the take. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Sunday, and then on Wednesday.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it won't be easy. But as a player, you love that kind of challenge. A chance to take down the top team and show everyone what you can do.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Smith. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Tight game here in Orlando. Turkoglu, the pass to Nelson. Here he goes. Pass to Turkoglu. Here's Nelson. They set the pick. The floater. It's blocked. James outside. Wow! LeBron James with the range.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Nelson passes to Turkoglu. Here's Lewis. All sorts of time. And he makes it. Lewis has got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is James. 25 points in the game. And that one's good.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Nelson passes to Alston. Here's Gortat, averaging around 6 a game. Here's Lewis. Misses the 3.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
James with the ball, going inside. Can't cash it in from close range. Turkoglu, the pass to Lewis. Good D by Wallace. Cleveland leading by 5. Down low. Gibson, high post. No points yet. Pass to James. Fires for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Turkoglu's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. We'll stand. Every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
The first one falls. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Varejao, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Gibson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And James has got the ball here for Cleveland. 3-point lead.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
The Magic have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Pulls it from the top of the key. Turkoglu's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 5 to the left side wing. Varejao passes to Wallace. Here's James.
Oh! Wow!
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Pass to Lewis. And here's Howard. 10 points for him. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Howard's got 12 points.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Here's Varejao, guarded by Howard. And it's James inside.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Nelson to the paint. Here's Howard. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Varejao. Williams in the post. And the shot's good. 12 points for him.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for Orlando, Dwight Howard, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Howard.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
We got this. We got this.
And so Howard nails them both. Cleveland leading by 5. James passes to Wallace. Here's West. Top of the key. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
That shot is good, Lewis.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Outside, Williams. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. 4th, Orlando.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
Orlando with the ball, trailing by 4. Here's Nelson. And Varejao pulls it down. Varejao's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for him.
And the defense he's played lately has really been tremendous. It's clear he's working his tail off on this end and collecting a number of steals as a result. You have to commend that type of effort.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Orlando trails by 6. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's West. Here's Zerbiak. Here's the pick. This one for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Lewis passes to Howard. Got a hand on it, and they'll get another chance. Lee misses. And Williams has got the ball here for Cleveland. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And it's good. 2 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Nelson after the basket by Cleveland. And there's a minute 45 left in the second. Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Turkoglu to stop the run. Jump shot is good. Turkoglu's got 4 points this quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's the teardrop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for the Cavaliers, Mo Williams at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Nelson. There's a minute 17 left in the first half of this one. Pass to Lewis. Here's Turkoglu. Three-pointer. Rebounded by West.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Into the lineup for Cleveland. Number 11, Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
$50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Lewis. Give him 8 points now. Yep, that one's good. Turkoglu's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
Here's Williams. Here's Vereshao. Pass to Pavlovich. And here is Williams. Let's go with a 3. Howard grabs the miss. Here's Nelson. It's stolen away. Driving in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And so it's Cleveland. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for Orlando.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
You take a look at Orlando. They haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Turkoglu in at the small forward position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Here's James. He shoots. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for two, Rashard Lewis.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Cleveland leading by 9. Pass to West. Back to James. James takes the hit and sinks the shot.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Here's Lewis. And a miss there on the triple. And Williams has got the ball here for Cleveland. Back to James. Orlando with the rebound. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Nelson. Pass to Lewis. Here's Nelson. Shot clock at 5. No good on the 3.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Varejao. James can't get it to go.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Lewis passes to Nelson. Here's Lee. Here's Howard. And Varejao pulls it down. Varejao's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. to the middle. James inside, and he makes it on the layup. James has got 35.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Here's Turkoglu. Orlando again missing.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Pass to Varejao. James outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Dwight Howard picks one up.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from James. Here's Nelson. Pass to Lee. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To snap the cold streak. That shot is good, Lewis. Lewis has got 13 now.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Let's quickly glance at who in this year's rookie class is leading their group in blocks this season. Here's James. 37 points for him. Pass to Varejao. James deciding where to go with it. Here's Ilgauskas, guarded by Howard. Williams from long range. Cleveland again missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Howard, the pass to Nelson. Shoots a fadeaway. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Ilgauskas. James, left side. Orlando with the rebound. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Nelson. Here's Lewis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Now, here is James. Doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29 and a half a game.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Nelson passes to Howard. Here's Lee. Yet to see a basket. There's a screen from behind the arc. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. Cleveland leading by 15. Pass to Williams. James, left side. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Cleveland leading by 13. Outside, Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
And he drops the first. And Williams drops them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Orlando trails by 15. Here's Turkoglu. 10 points for him. And it's in there. Turkoglu's got 12 points. The Cavaliers shooting only 30% in the third quarter. For 3, James. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
Basket's good.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
James passes to Zerbiak. Here's West. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's West. 7 points in the game. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Lewis. Goes back up. Here's Nelson. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Ilgauskas. 8-point game.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Here's Nelson. He's got 7. Pass to Turkoglu. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Williams. Here's Zerbiak. He's got 5. The kick out to Williams. That three's off the mark. Orlando trails by 10. There's the drive. Shot is good by Nelson. Nelson's got 9 points.
He was scuffling with the shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It's time for Basket. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. And how you're on big screen. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Dancing machine. He's a dancing machine. Substitution for your Magic. Number 1, Rafer Alston.
Cleveland leading by 8. Pass to West. James, right side. Unable to get that one. Well, the Magic shooting an average of 43% from the floor. To the inside, Gortat. Second shot opportunity. Tipped. Here's West. 7 points in the game. Inside, here's Williams. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Turkoglu. He's got 12. All right, a chance to check in with our rookie leaderboard and see which young players have the highest rate of steals in the season's second half. Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Ilgauskas. Here's Williams. Orlando with the rebound. Lewis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the Magic shooting a low 29% since halftime. Fader on the way. And it's Alston missing. Cleveland shooting a low 29% since halftime. Outside, Williams. Pass to Zerbiak. Both teams will make substitutions.
3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Cleveland has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Gibson. And the shot no good. A bit short. Orlando trails by 8. Here's Alston. He's got 15. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Williams on the wing. He's got 22. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Mo Williams, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both. A minute 58 left in the third. Here's Alston. He's got 17. Lays it up and banks it in. Alston's got 6 in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Cleveland leading by 6. Outside, Williams. Good on the bucket. Williams has got 26 points.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Here's Alston. He's got 19. Over Williams. And that one's long. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Picked by Smith. Launches a 3. Williams, that's good. And now an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. .43 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ilgauskas. Now here's Williams. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 13 in the second half.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
There's the screen. There's the 3. Smith with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 11. To the middle. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Gibson's gotten his first points in this one. Here's Alston. Here's Nelson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cavaliers. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Orlando with the ball. It's a 13-point game. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. On the court right now for Cleveland. We've got LeBron James. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 5, down low. To the paint. Gortat's shot is off.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's Nelson. Deflected. Now Gibson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 41.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Alston. The shot off that time. Cleveland leading by 15. James passes to Gibson. The layup misses. The Magic have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Gortat.
Cavaliers foul. Daniel Gibson. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Marcin Gortat.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Cleveland leading by 15. Inside. Here's Ilgauskas. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And the Magic shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Petrus. Orlando again missing.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Daniel Gibson, taking 2 shots.
That one misses. Orlando making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Good on the second one. Here's Nelson. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Lewis passes to Alston. Zerbiak grabs a miss. Cleveland leading by 16. Here's Gibson. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Alston. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's James. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Alston. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Banked it in off the glass. Alston's got 12 points here in the second half.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Here's James. Soft touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Covington. Here's Lewis. James with the rebound. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And stolen by Covington. Here's Alston. Nelson passes to Alston. And he lays it up and in. Alston's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
James with the ball from deep. The shot no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Nelson. Here's Alston. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Alston's got 29 points.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Oh, a nice shot by Gibson.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Alston. Pass to Lewis. Here's Nelson. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Nelson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ilgauskas, the pass to James. Driving inside. LeBron on the take.
Knifing to the rim with such power. Watching LeBron on the attack is so much fun.
Here's Nelson, and there's the screen. Pass to Covington from downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They led by as many as 18. Here's Pavlovich over Covington. Pavlovich can't hit. Orlando trails by 14. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Zerbiak. Pass to Ilgauskas. And here's James. Here's Ilgauskas.
Magic foul. Robert Covington. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. No good on the second free throw. Orlando trails by 13. Lee, the pass to Howard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for Orlando, Dwight Howard. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Wallace, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Cleveland leading by 12. And here is Williams. To the middle. Here's Varejao. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Lewis. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. James, outside. Outside, Williams. That's tipped. Here's Alston. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got 33 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Alston, the pass to Turkoglu. Here's Lee. Here's Lewis. From outside, off the mark. Left side, Williams. Back to James. The 3 is up. Oh, LeBron buries a 3.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Here's Alston. Orlando again missing. Cleveland leading by 15. Here's West. Inside. Here's James. Orlando with the rebound. Howard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Lewis. Pass to Turkoglu. Howard, the screen. 5 to shoot. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's West. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Orlando trails by 15. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Nelson. Williams defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Turkoglu. Drops in the 3.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They led by as many as 18. Down low. Out to James. Orlando with the rebound. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Lee, the pass to Nelson. Now, here is Howard, guarded closely. From 8 feet away, drops it in. Howard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Now, here is James. Defense right on him.
Man, an absolute terror driving inside. James dares defenders to get physical with him. And sometimes they have no choice.
At the line for 2.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second free throw is good. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter here. Orlando trails by 11. Pass to Howard. Puts it up. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Third team foul. At the line for Orlando, Dwight Howard. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 10.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
And Cleveland's shooting at even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Pass to James. Howard grabs the miss. Here's Lewis. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Turkoglu. Howard, the screen. And he's going for the oop here. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Now, here is James. Pass to West. They set a pick. The 3. Orlando with the rebound.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's Lewis. Offensive board. Here's Nelson. From outside the arc. That shot missing. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, LeBron James.
pantry. Take and I'm dancing. She bop like a like a candle. Up in the car seat, hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever. I'm buying at the party. Fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that cool boy, I keep that. We done went right there all the way to the sun. Get in the pocket like a. Why would I keep her? I never went under. I just went and gave to my brother. But then I owe the summer. Why would you keep a little sugar? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, rock a bus. What my house look like? Walk in, she gon' make you. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. You just spread it, pull the out the pantry. They fly, they looking dummy. I probably. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But a nigga got a TD hat. That boy like a BB hat. How the nigga don't see me hat? Push it like see me hat. Why nigga won't beat me hat? But I'm creeping hat. Nigga G me hat. Cause you saying I'm hat.
My Lord is great. Don't
I'm not coming from no back. She's a dummy, now she double back. Do not give me a heart, I'm a